Hi Taurus, welcome back to Tarot POSH. I'm going to be doing a reading for you for October 19th through October 31st, 2021. It's for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and any other aspects of Taurus that are within your natal chart. And if your North Node, which is your present life focus, is in Taurus, then this video is for you as well. Everything you need to know is in my description box below. My playlists are categorized by month. So if this reading does not resonate with you, then please check my playlist for October, and you could look at any other signs readings that you like. So let's get to it. It is a full moon tomorrow in Aries, so there's a lot to do with communication. You should think before you speak. Communication, relationships, but you can Google that to find out more information. It's worth looking up. It's too much to cover here. So I'm trying to keep the readings a little bit shorter and, just getting to the focus on the message. I'm going to be doing an energy check-in spread with this reading. Card 1, what's bringing you happiness? Card 2, what are your burdens? Card 3, where will you land? Card 4, how to ground yourself and plant new growth, which is important. It's very important. Taurus, you are an earth sign, okay? And the Hierophant is your card. You're that leader, that mentor to people in your life. And you're a fixed sign, you're stable and determined. Spring is your season. Your dates for this year, 2021, because those horoscope dates do change every few years, they fluctuate. Your dates are 4/20 to 5/20, April 20th to May 20th, 2021, okay? Let's get to it. Let's get to it. I hope this video finds you well, and if anything's not going well, I hope things turn in your favor very, very, very soon, okay? I'm going to stick with this deck. I'm using the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot. I am open, again, for readings. I don't know how long that will stay open, but right now I do have openings from now till October 31st. There are some openings, so you can go check in the corner of my page and you'll see my website, and you can follow that link to book a reading. So let's get to it. What's bringing you happiness, Taurus? What's bringing you happiness right now in this time period, October 19th to October 31st, 2021? Six of Swords. You're moving on from turbulence to calmer waters. This is very, very significant message if that's what's bringing you happiness. You're moving on to calmer waters. There are still clouds ahead of you, but I feel once you're getting to the other side, you may be reinventing yourself. Now, obviously, this is, if those swords were really in that boat, it would probably sink. So when you see this card, it's really just a message, right? You wouldn't be swimming, pushing a boat off with all those swords. But it's mentally what you are moving forward. You're moving forward. You're moving forward towards mental clarity, towards clear communication. But you will not be able to move through that unless you move through those clouds above as well. That's the message I'm getting. What are your burdens? So you're happy about that. What are your burdens? And it is moving from turbulence, maybe from turbulent thoughts, onto clearer thoughts, clearer communication. What are your burdens? The Chariot. It's not happening quick enough for you. It's not happening quick enough for you. And that's a burden. You either are having trouble steering the course of which way you want to go. This is Cancer energy. The Chariot, that's Cancer's card for the major arcana. I mean, the dolphins, you have your chains around them. They're moving forward. I feel that in doing this, you had to move past two things, and it's like you're not two things in your life that are substantial in this time period. So one of them has like smoke or clouds over it and the other one doesn't. So I feel it's clouds, but I feel like you can't get away quick enough. So it's making you happy, you're making that move, but it's not happening fast enough or you can't get away quick enough. I mean, your hair's blowing in the wind, so you're like, yeah, let's go. Where will you land? You'll land back in your boss mode, right? This is Aries energy. You'll land back in that boss mode of the Emperor energy. Emperor rules over all the kingdoms, rules over the pentacles, the swords, the cups, and the wands, all those kingdoms. So there is some ice on this wheel, and there is someone holding his hand. It's like the wheel's a little bit frozen there. And it's where you'll land. It's where you'll land after this, because I see this red hair here. Sorry, this camera's flipped. I'm getting used to this angle. It's my new camera. So you see that red hair, and then you see a glimpse of that red hair right here on this card. Okay? So to me, that's another aspect of yourself, that where you land, that foundation of your life was like frozen, and now you're back again, and you're landing there to help like your own self push that ship's wheel so you're going again, right? But you had to move on. That's what's making you happy, making that choice to move on from turbulence to calmer waters, from scattered thoughts to mental clarity. And it can't happen quick enough, and where you'll land is in that Emperor mode. And the Emperor card comes up so much for you Taurus. If the Hierophant doesn't show up in your reading, the Emperor always does. You could look back. It could be exaggerating, but I don't think so. I can't remember every single reading I do, but I feel the Emperor and the message of your foundation has come up in so many readings, Taurus. Hi, baby. What you doing? Look, we got a visitor. Who's this? Who's this, Mushka? Oh, look at that baby. Look at that baby. This is Cole Xavier. He's a Maine Coon. He's going over 5 years old, but still growing. Oh my God, you're a big boy. Look at these paws. Look at these pretty paws. What a little sweet baby. I love you so much. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. He was sleeping. I must have woke him up. This is my Chase Lounge here. My reading Chase Lounge, you know, where I read books, where I just chill. But he takes it over, and it's his Chase Lounge now. What, Mommy? I love you. You gonna let me finish reading? For Taurus, Mushka? I just felt a tug on my leg, and I looked down, so I must have woke him up. Do you want to stay? Or you want to go? You want to stay? Oh, it's the change of the season still, and he is like, he's so big, and like when he lays like his fur, he gets like sweaty belly. So we told him we have sweaty belly, right? You got a sweaty belly. Are you gonna take up the whole reading? Are you gonna take up your love? You're such a love. I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. You're a good boy, Booba. All right, let me do this reading, okay? Yeah. So, how to ground yourself, plant new growth. The devil. Did you make the devil say the devil made me do it and make the devil come out? Did you? You silly. I would say get rid of the toxicities in your life. Examine those, Examine those shadow parts of yourself as well. It is not the moon card, but with the devil card, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. Oh, my baby, I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much. That's what I'm getting. So with the devil card here, it's like she has her eyes covered and she's crying, and the masculine energy there is like, what do you want me to do? You know? But you could release yourself from this, because those chains could slip easily off their neck. And the devil, he looks really scary, but he's only as scary as we make him. And you need to look at that and realize that. And that's how you're going to ground yourself and plant new growth, is to examine toxicities in your life. I mean, obviously what's making you happy is, you know, with the Six of Swords, which is a moving on, right? From unhealthy things, from turbulence to calmer waters. So I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck for an extra message of overall energy, and I have the Hangman. What I feel this is telling me, and I see another card at the bottom of the deck, which I'm going to take. And the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. And I have the Hangman. So, and I have the Nine of Wands. So you're taking a contemplative pause because you're the wounded warrior, and you're maintaining those boundaries. You're laying low. You're laying low. You're laying low. Yes, you want it. Yes, tell Taurus. Yes. What did I do for this today? All this love. I'm so happy. I got a lot of love today. I got so much love. Ten of Swords, because you are really moving on from this. Now, I often say lately, when I look at that card, I see it's a lot of opinions. People have a lot of strong opinions these days, and you know, even social media allows the most introverted person to share their opinions too, right? So you have to realize, though, once this happens in that Ten of Swords energy, it is brought to light. I mean, there's no hiding how people are treating you. There's no hiding people's opinions anymore, because they can't come out of, you know, behind the cloak and pretty much left you like this, right? The jig is up. The jig is up, right? So you're contemplating, or you are in contemplative mode, and that's what brought you to this. And it's a clear message. You are landing to, no, don't eat that. Don't eat that. You are landing to restructure your foundation. And this affected really everything in your life. So you're really contemplating your next move with this Nine of Wands and this Ten of Swords. But you did have an evolution. Okay. You did have an evolution from the Ten of Swords to the Six of Swords, and you're actually taking action, right? Actually taking action. I'm going to pull a card from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. I really, really love this deck. I love all my decks, but this deck, I feel like I need one more card for you, though, with this reading. You know, this is a snapshot in time from the October 19th through the 31st. So it doesn't mean this phase is going to go on forever, but if there's any aspect of this that you need to review, because it is pretty much of a deep reading, maybe that's why Cole climbed up for comfort for you. It's not funny, but, you know, he's very intuitive, my cat. So I feel I'm going to pull one more card for you. Queen of Swords. This is leaving you with some bitter hurts. You're still going to be approachable, but, you know, you got Betty Davis eyes, and you're not afraid to show those hurts. You might wear these hurts on your sleeve for a little while, but you're still a queen. You still have that nurturing energy underneath. But right now, it's best you nurture yourself. I want to be a queen. Did I just say you're still a queen? Things like this happen to me all the time lately when I'm reading. I was out the other night, and it was the first time we were at this place over the weekends. We don't go out that often, my husband and I, but when we go out, we go out, right? So I've always picked things up since I was little. I've picked things up. I could walk into a house. I did real estate in my other life. So I always would pick up if somebody died in the house or somebody was still in the house, you know, they'd move on. And it was very strong, you know, and I would obviously not be able to say anything to the person that I'm standing there, either doing a real estate appraisal for, or, you know, listing a house for sale or with clients. I mean, you have to be professional, and, you know, not everybody believes, you know, so you have to respect that. But anyway, I also have a story about when I lived with my cousin. I kept asking her if somebody died in the house, and somebody died in the house, somebody died in the house, because I kept getting this picture over like 6 month to a year period of this gentleman. It was his features. First it was a presence, then everything. I described him in detail, and I finally went to her because one night I got so scared. I was going to the room I had rented from her when I was in college, and I felt like somebody was chasing me up the stairs. I'm like, that's it. I'm like, tomorrow morning at breakfast, you know, the next day was a weekend. I was like, listen, I looked in her face and I said, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm feeling. I go, I can't live here if I'm going to be scared. So I asked her probably at least 5 times, did someone die in this house? The first time I went there for dinner to her new house, did someone die in this house? You know, she had gotten a divorce. She needed to rent a room, and I needed a place to stay close to college, right, during the week. So she goes, well, nobody died in the house. The man was doing the steps outside because she had an apartment on the side of the house, and he was building the steps. And he was this German man with like a handlebar mustache, stocky, you know, he had a weight belt on, you know, and I finally described to her exactly almost what she told me, his characteristics. He was stocky, you know, he was very stubborn, and he wasn't like, he wanted to, I guess, a message or something he wanted to tell me. So my cousin finally goes, well, he didn't die in the house. He took a massive heart attack outside of the house because it was very hot, and he was making the steps to the apartment, and I found him when I came home. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. I'm not crazy. But anyway, I just went off on a whole big thing. But anyway, I felt compelled to share that for someone. So I want to be queen. Stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, passing a test. So let's look that up, okay? Let's look that up because it's significant for you. And also, I remember what I was saying is we had went out the other night, and we were in this place. We were never there before. And, you know, at the end of the night, the bartender had come over and said, how are you? You know, blah, 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 you know. And they were very, very, you know, it's a small place, very nice, you know. Did you enjoy your time? Blah, blah, blah. So I asked her, who's Johnny? Never was there. Johnny was the guy who haunted the bar. So, yeah. Sometimes when you get things, you should share them. Okay, 33, I want to be queen. What this is divination, is raising your status. You're taking charge of your life, making decisions for yourself, and setting rules and boundaries that work for you. Declaring your independence, becoming powerful and influential, and wanting to embrace your potential, and landing back in that Emperor energy. So that is significant for you, and I'm glad I pulled that deck. And yes, you are still queen, even though you have that sword up. You're still approachable. You just want to guard yourself because of what you had went through. You're not stuck in this hangman mode, but you've taken a pause, a much needed one. But you are in full force with this Chariot, the 6 of Swords, and you are looking at those toxic aspects of things. And also, I feel you're looking at and analyzing with that Queen of Swords, right? Because Swords is mental clarity, communication. Queen of Swords is not for idle chit-chat. She cuts through the bullshit. And I feel you need her to cut through this bullshit. So that's what I have for you. Okay? Namaste. I pray you find your way, Taurus. I'll see you next time. Mwah.